Lionel Andres Messi, born June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina, a city that breathes football. But his story almost ended before it began. At age 4, he started playing for Grandoli, coached by his father Jorge. At 7, he joined Newell's Old Boys, scoring nearly 500 goals in the youth ranks. He was part of La Máquina del 87, the best youth team Argentina had ever seen. But then came the diagnosis. At age 10, doctors told his family he had a growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, he would never grow. The injections cost $900 a month, a fortune for a working-class family. Newell's promised to help, but they backed out. River Plate showed interest but refused to pay. His father Jorge made a desperate call to Europe. In 2000, at age 13, Messi traveled to Barcelona for a trial. The club's technical director, Carles Rexach, watched him for just minutes and knew this kid was special. But signing a 13-year-old foreigner was complicated. So Rexach did something legendary. He grabbed a paper napkin and wrote a contract on it, right there in a restaurant. Barcelona agreed to pay for his treatment. The whole family moved to Spain. Messi enrolled in La Masia, the famous youth academy. He was homesick, quiet, barely spoke. But on the pitch, he was magic. At 16, he made his first team debut in a friendly against Porto. At 17, he made his official La Liga debut against Espanyol, October 16, 2004. And on May 1, 2005, he scored his first senior goal, assisted by Ronaldinho. The king was passing the crown. Messi was just 17 years old. In 2005, Messi won the FIFA U20 World Cup with Argentina, taking home the Golden Ball. In 2006, he became the youngest Argentine to play and score in a World Cup. But his early career was plagued by injuries. He missed the 2006 Champions League final due to a hamstring injury, but Barcelona won anyway. Then came 2008. Pep Guardiola took over as Barcelona's manager. He built the team around Messi, playing him as a false nine, a position that would change football forever. And the trophies started pouring in. 2009, Barcelona won the treble. Messi won his first Ballon d'Or. Then another. 4 in a row, a record that still stands. But something was missing. With Argentina, he kept failing. 2007, Copa América final loss to Brazil. 2014, World Cup final loss to Germany. 2015, Copa América final loss to Chile. 2016, Copa América final loss to Chile again. 3 finals in 3 years, all lost. After the 2016 final, Messi missed a penalty in the shootout. He broke down on the pitch. Then he announced his retirement from international football. Argentina was in shock. The country begged him to come back. And he did. But the pain remained. While he struggled with Argentina, Messi was destroying records at Barcelona. In 2012, he did the impossible, 91 goals in a single calendar year. That's more than 13 La Liga teams scored in an entire season. He beat Gerd Muller's record of 85 goals, a record that stood for 40 years. He scored 5 goals in one Champions League match against Bayer Leverkusen. He became Barcelona's all-time top scorer at age 24. He won the European Golden Shoe 6 times, more than anyone in history. But his genius came with a price, the concept of Messi-dependencia. Barcelona became so reliant on him that without him, they collapsed. To ease the pressure, the club signed Neymar and Luis Suarez, forming the legendary MSN trio. Together, they won the treble in 2015. Messi won his 5th Ballon d'Or. In 2017, he married his childhood sweetheart, Antonella Ricuzzo, a love story that began in Rosario when they were kids. They now have 3 sons, Thiago, Matteo, and Ciro. Messi seemed to have it all. But the failures with Argentina still haunted him. At the 2018 World Cup, Argentina was eliminated in the round of 16 by France, the team that would later haunt him again. In 2019, Argentina finished 3rd in the Copa América, a small sign of improvement. But the pressure was still unbearable. Then came 2021. Messi led Argentina to the Copa América final against Brazil on their home turf at the Maracana Stadium, the same stadium where he lost the 2014 World Cup final. This time, he won 1-0, Argentina's first major trophy in 28 years. Messi finally had an international trophy. He was named player of the tournament. The curse was broken, but the biggest dream remained, the World Cup. Later that same year, Messi left Barcelona, the only club he had ever known. The club's financial crisis forced him out. In a tearful press conference, he said goodbye to 21 years of his life. He joined Paris Saint-Germain, reuniting with Neymar and Mbappé. It was a strange move, but he won 2 League One titles and adapted to a new life. And then came Qatar 2022, Messi's 5th and final World Cup. Argentina came in with a 36-game unbeaten run. And then, disaster. They lost their opening match to Saudi Arabia. The world wrote them off. But Messi did what legends do. He scored a stunning goal against Mexico, saving Argentina's campaign. Then he led them through the knockouts. In the quarterfinals, he produced a magical assist against the Netherlands, a pass that only he could see. In the semifinals, he destroyed Croatia's Josko Gvardiol, the tournament's best defender, with a run that was pure genius. And then, the final, Argentina versus France. Kylian Mbappé, the man who eliminated him in 2018. It was the greatest World Cup final ever played, 3-3, after extra time, with Messi scoring 2 goals, Mbappé scoring a hat-trick. Then came penalties, and when Gonzalo Montiel scored the winning spot kick, Messi dropped to his knees, tears streaming down his face. He had done it. The World Cup, the one thing that had eluded him. He was no longer in Maradona's shadow. He was the undisputed GOAT. He won the Golden Ball for the second time, the first player in history to do so. After the World Cup, Messi joined Inter Miami in Major League Soccer. In his first season, he won the League's Cup, the club's first trophy. In 2024, he led them to the Supporters' Shield and won back-to-back MLS MVP awards. In 2025, he led Inter Miami to their first MLS Cup victory. On the international stage, he continued to win. Argentina won the Copa América. Again in 2024, his third major trophy with the national team. He became the most decorated player in football history, 46 senior trophies. He has scored over 850 senior career goals and provided over 400 assists, more than any player in history. He was named Times Athlete of the Year in 2023 and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2025. But here's what makes his story special. The boy who couldn't afford his injections. The kid who had to inject himself every night at age 12. The teenager who signed his first contract on a napkin. The man who lost 3 finals, was booed by his own fans, but never gave up. In 2026, he made history again, leading Argentina to a second consecutive World Cup final and becoming the all-time top goalscorer in CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers. This is Lionel Messi, from Rosario to immortality, and his story is still being written. Subscribe, like, and hit the bell to see more untold stories.